Alrighty, we're back. Quick intermission. Alrighty, so we're gonna be starting off with right arm. Yeah, right. That's gonna be B8. There we go. Nothing too crazy on these arm pieces. We're gonna pop off the little fist. Boom. Then this guy, we rotate around. Boom. There we go, like that. I am glad that they actually translated most of these, because that would have been a pain in the ass trying to just infer. Yeah, boom. And we'll get a little bit more of the movement once we actually build more of the arm. F16, F15. Okay, so this one's F15. All right, sweet. All right, now we just gotta pop in 16. And we'll be on good timing. All right, so we're repeating the same for 16. Gonna have that one that way. Oh, Sweet. There we go, just like that. Arms coming together, more or less. Okay, and C. Okay. So C was closer on hand. C27. So that one is the second step. So let's find K real fast. Wait, alrighty, that's 7. There we go. Oh, okay. A little pearlescent white with the gray. Can't be mad at it. Alrighty, so moved on to the right arm. Just in case y'all want a second look, that's what we're at right now. Working on this arm. Not too shabby. Yeah, this is a really good looking kit. Nice, not too stocky. I didn't watch Bill Divers, but the kits are all really nice. Standing right there, so you have some eye candy. By all means, if anyone has any music recommendations, let me know. All right, so we're gonna have case 7 up first. That's gonna go on this little one. Can't see? Now you can. We'll clean up C, C27, and then go from there. All right. Then this one's gonna clip into that. Boom. Nice, nice. Little bicep. Can't be mad at it. Then you can see there's gonna be something that clips in there. Mommy says it's gonna be a red piece. But let's see. Yep. Oh, no, I might be wrong. But K6 and C23. It's gonna be a great piece. Yep, okay. K6 slides right in there like so. Gonna act as your little joint there, little shoulder. And then C23. gonna be a small little aesthetic piece. There we go. Tiny little guy. Color wise, red would have been nicer. But let's see. Maybe I'm just complaining to complain. I don't live to live. It's my fault. Huh. Already. Not bad. I mean, it's alright. No. I guess I can't complain now that it's all snapped in. But I mean, as far as color separation goes, it's kind of shitty. Can't be mad at it though. I guess that's the design. Oh, all right. That's a weird one. We'll just start with K3. All right. Let's see. Ah, what I need I. Here we go. I4. Okay, that's gonna be something like on the wrist. Okay. I'm probably wrong about I'm probably wrong about the wrist part. We'll see right now. We can clean this one up a little bit more. Everything in an effort to have it fit better. All right. So we got gnarly number I4. Okay, like this. Okay, goes in like that. Oh, okay. Hey, fuck it. If it works, it works. There you go. Ah, okay. Okay. I was focusing on being confused instead of understanding. My bad. K5. Let's see. Oh, okay. Got that down there. I'm assuming this is how you want me to do it. Oh shit. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Okay, like this. Looks funky right now. Should clear up pretty quickly. All right, we got H4 and H3. Yeah, okay. H4 and H3. Making sure it's not undergated. Sweet. Okay. So that is gonna pop in there like so. More or less flush. There we go. Boom. I'm glad that you're glad that I came back. No, actually, I'm much more surprised and actually happier that you came back. It's I didn't kid myself and think I was gonna be getting a lot of viewers, but it is nice to actually have a little bit more people coming by and stopping by to watch. Especially having some more familiar people or familiar names popping in and out. Um, I'm wanting to be much more consistent. I got your back. I appreciate that. Yeah. I I'm not doing anything too wild with these kits, but I figured if if I am able to source a little bit harder to find kits, uh, then sharing the experience is all for the best. Um, a few of the older builds that we had on stream at least were the Night Conva Ava. Ooh, shit. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, Lou. So we're getting a little bit more viewers today. Nice surprise. um, yeah. So, all right, we can show you guys what we got going on so far. So this guy, he's the Build Strike. Nice little Build Strike Gundam. Uh, I didn't watch Build Divers, but I really do appreciate the kits and everything that they have going on. I'm a big sucker for anything that's clear or glow. Um, So definitely excited to have this guy going on, and I appreciate the attention. I appreciate the views. It's it's felt like I've been stringed to a wall a little bit. But also I'm not the most consistent, and there's funky times. Yeah, that's a nice one. I man, I was all bummed I missed the RG Phoenix, but I'm in the middle of building the Ichiban unicorn. It's clear and white, but definitely a nice one too. Try to get around to finishing up. Boom. This guy all done on there. Not too shabby on the arm. Nothing too crazy. So we got going on right there. You are right. I did save a nice bit of money. Um, other little guys I got going on. Sorry, this guy. So this is the version Ka Grandpa Gundam, but painting them with some Tamiya colors. Which big shout out to Tamiya. These were like 4-year old paints, and it felt like just the very first day I bought them. Feel you on that. Blessing in disguise, right? The wallet's a little fatter because we had to sit out on some kits. I pre-COVID, I was part of a Gundam group on Facebook that raffled off a few pretty cool kits. So I was able to get ooh the Dominance Gundam for like $10. Here we go. Give me 1 minute, 1 sec actually. I'll be able to bring some kits over so we can show you guys. I'll throw on this little guy, little I call him the anxiety Ava, little squiggly guy. I'll be right back. Yes, the GM Dominance. My bad. I was out of the hobby for about a year or two, and I lost track of some of the names. But yeah, no, some of the my favorite kits was the Gundam based Sazabi, the little metallic guy. But all right, time for show and tell. So this guy, we have the Glow Night Combat is its technical name, but the Glaive, pain in the ass, shitty fucking frame, or at least the joints over here on the waist. But I'm a sucker for Ava. Anything Evangelion, I head over heels for. Actually, part of my build, the computer on this end, we got we're gonna have the actual little Ava Evangelion and Asus collab. So again, now they'll find a way to get their money out of me. Anything Ava themed for sure. But this guy, definitely one of my favorite builds that I gotta keep over the years. The one that I really regret losing was my seven sword double O, but the G inspection. Man, before I really knew what I had P Bandai was, but oh, we got this little guy too. Like a Slender Man's, but in a clear point of view. But anyways, back to our actual little build. So we finished up the right arm. We're gonna have the same thing going on for the left arm. Nothing too intense, and then we're actually gonna have to decide what hands to use, right? Weapons and all that. We can move on to something that's not as boring or double up, right? So we can snap the little head together. Move on from there just a little bit. What about you guys? Are you guys working on anything? Any builds? I got an aerial or Gundam aerial that I'm waiting on building since I don't know. I'm hoping there's more like P Bandai kits for that, but I'm also hoping there isn't. That was one of the biggest things that had me step away from Gundam for a bit, and that was just oversaturation. How many unicorn reprints? How many different unicorn versions did we need at the time? It looked like that's where a lot of their short-term efforts were being pointed towards. Ooh, I'm glad you mentioned that YOLO Park. Those YOLO Park models. really been wanting to get that Optimus Prime. How's that? The Megami Nine Tails. 'Cause I've heard the name, but third party kits. I haven't been bold enough to try. I've been wanting those old Daban kits. I've been wanting to try to get around and hit a couple. Um, but I don't know. I haven't had good luck. But I don't know. I'm also an idiot with anything that's not Bandai. Like I was working on a war. Are you mad, lad? They man, yeah, they were piece of shit kits, but the ones that people really got put together and looking nice, like damn, those are really hard to say that they were bad looking kits. I'm over here getting caught up on tangents and shit. I was wanting to get into Warhammer, um, but again, any glue wise, I was out of my element, I should say. I glued some hinges shut on the Redemptor Dreadnought that comes with the Black Templars kit. And I was over here punching the air, mad at the world because I glued a hinge shut, and it took me like 2 goddamn days to fix that thing. And I couldn't be mad at anyone but myself. And I never got back to fixing them. Okay, that's a good catch. I have been wanting to build like get into Zoids because I remember buying like the dumb little Zoids toys growing up, but the kits themselves look really good. I will admit my voice is still a tiny bit funky. I was had a combination of a gnarly cold and allergies over the weekend. No, over see that's how out of it I am. Not over the weekend, but over these last few days. Sticker wise, what's your guys' opinions? Do you actually use stickers? I don't really, but I also realize I'm a bit on the lazier side when it comes to builds. We got H35 back here. We're gonna have I7 over here. Perfect. There we go. I'm over here all lost and confused. Boom. That's how I'm getting good. H13 and I33. I think the first time I felt a little out of my league was about a couple kits in. I got bold and grabbed a PG Grandpa Gundam. And that thing, the thought that kits were printed and sit around, that didn't occur to me at the time. So getting a kit whose like electrical components didn't work at all had me really discouraged for a minute. That's fair. I don't know the stickers. I think because I mainly build RGs, they frustrate me. My hands are all shaky. Fucking, I'm not made for that. That's cool. So I'm assuming a lot of kit bashing's been gonna be going on with Kotobukiya kits. 13. Where's my 13? There it is. If I was much more creative, I'd want to try to kit bash some sort of a dragon. But Bandai wise, I haven't really seen too many wing kits aside from like the Dex Sith and like, ironically Gundam Wings. But I was never really a fan of Wing. Gundam Origin I always thought was really cool. Um, Double O I thought was interesting. I didn't. The whole Itachi as a terrorist organization was a little bit of a hard sell for me. But Iron Blooded Orphans, it's pretty hard to say anything negative about that. That's a good one. That's actually a really good selling point. I know with my Ava is that little glow Ava, I broke its horn. And I understand it has like a replacement horn, but it's not the same type of it's not the same as the first horn I broke. So that was one of the things that also had me really bummed. But knowing that Kotobukiya, there's a lot of one-to-one parts floating around. That's a good one. Hexagear, I've seen a lot of those, especially Barnes and Noble. They recently, at least my local Barnes and Noble, has had quite a bit of overstock of them. I think like what a lot of us deal with, it's yeah, sure, wallet, but space too. Myself, I live in an apartment, so that was one of the reasons why a lot of my kits would get boxed up, put away, eventually damaged and tossed or given away and all that stuff. Um, that pops too, making your living room, your spare room, wherever you keep them, looking more like a shitty GameStop than an actual living space. That's pretty cool. So if I was to expand out into a Kotobukiya kit, but is there any kits that really come to mind? It really needs a bed. You're right. We gotta move back to simpler times, right? One of my solutions was actually getting a little bit of a higher mattress thingy so I can store more stuff underneath. The dog ended up taking over most of that space. I'm horrible at tossing the boxes, and that also becomes another thing. Then you're just like, oh, I'm not gonna buy this kit again. Then you start getting like the FOMO on the little box for whatever reason. Maybe I'm just exposing myself as a hoarder. You know, I think that might just be me coming back to the hobby and everything, getting that little bit of over attachment when you first start off. But in hindsight, yeah, I don't think I've kept too many of my older kits. It's a shame to toss them sometimes. With all that nice art. There we go. Snapping that guy together. Boom. Looking mean without his little crest. The box with the empty runners. See, I used to keep those in case there was a piece that I was needing and like forgot. But now what I've been doing is just keeping the little cut bits from the P Bandai kits at the very least. Because the Glaiva had some really nice glow pieces. The last thing I did with them was there's a really talented guy on Instagram. He makes these little bone ghosts. So actually, I had this little guy made. The glow doesn't hold over to the best on camera, but nice little guy. One of the things we had made with the leftover sprues and nibs. These nubs. That's reason number like fucking 100 for why I need a label maker. I've been bugging that I need one, and I never pulled the trigger. And you, fucking Bob the Builder over here, have given me every reason why. Let's see, 21. The next kit, since we're not nearing the end, but we're obviously about like 3/4 of the build if we're not counting most of the weapons, is, if there's any interest, we're going to be swinging on back and finishing up the reverse clearance. No, 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 not reverse. The clear and solid unicorn, the master grade at that. And then down the road, I think I will try to get my hands on a perfectibility unicorn. That's good. Yeah, that's the best compromise, middle ground. Keeping the bag with the runners and calling it a day. And I think it's the color pieces that, for me at least, are take take a little bit more thought to get rid of. But yeah, as far as future builds go, I have that unicorn. Uh, there's a really special kit that I have coming in, at least special to me at least, and it's gonna be a double O. But the shining factor is gonna be that it's the Anna Airlines edition. So it is a high grade, but it's a really pretty like metallic blue to go with their baby blue and dark blue. Same for the airline. That's gonna be one that I'm should be coming in within the week. It was posted from Japan about 5 days ago, and I believe it's the EMS service. So give or take another 4 or 5 days, but hopefully sooner rather than later. I have been wanting to make some sprue glue out of these clear pieces. I just don't know if those will react a lot differently than the more opaque pieces. Opaque. We got that in there. We're gonna snap this little guy right in there. Boom. All right. We're gonna have one last piece that slots in there. We're gonna have our little helmet. So I-34 and H10. Ah, clear resin. It's not a bad idea. Oh, I appreciate the follow. I would, or not I would. I am looking forward to eventually get a air, little boost, airbrush boost built within my place. So I think that's the last thing I would really need to make my kits look as best as they can. 'Cause so far, it's been a little bit of just mainly straight build, put it away, put some clear coat, Mr. Clear Coat, and all that. But yeah, airbrush, man, that really would elevate everything to the next stage. You mess around with the airbrush a lot, Bob the Builder? Bob? Yeah, like I said, I appreciate everyone hanging around and watching the build for a bit. Feels pretty good to build with some company for a change. Oh, really? So on that end, what do you mess around with the most? Is it because I've noticed people with airbrushes, especially people really into it. You're either really into like candy coating or more pearlescent things. Aside from the standard coating and gloss and all that. There you go. Looking looking nice and mean, nice and proper. There you go. Boom. Looking good. Presentable. Go. Not too shabby. Well, looks like we're gonna backtrack a little bit and finish up the arm, if anything. Actually, let's take a look at the time. Oh, you know what? I completely skipped one of the last step of the right arm. I was over here thinking this is part of the left. My bad. and the, see, that's I'm actually terrified of ripping off someone's build as mine. Mainly speaking out of shame. I remember there was one time in the high school, being a little piece of shit student that I was, in floral, I tried stealing someone's project and pawning it off as my own, only for the kid to fucking walk in as I was turning it in. I was playing all dumb. Had to squint at the label and everything and be like, "What? That's not mine." I do miss that floral class though. That's the way to kill time. It was put in there kind of for the easy A. And I remember being sat in the back of the class, and there was one guy. I won't name him directly, but was slow as fuck. And I remember he just like looked around, his eyes darted, and we were messing with roses at the time, and he just bit the full head of the rose off, spat it. Well, no, chewed it for a bit, and then spat it out. And I just sat there in disbelief. And that's when I kind of realized I had to get myself together a little bit more, because that was not where I wanted to end up moving forward. All right, there's J2. There it is. Oh, I completely forgot about powder coats. That actually sounds pretty cool. I've always liked it when they made these kits. Obviously, yeah, we know that they're toys or action figures, whatever you want to call them. But based on like, real little machines of war, powder coated or dioramas against like tanks and actual the amphibious kits and these resin dioramas have been really, really cool lately. Mm. So I'm assuming like the metalizer and the armored Komodo, those are those like additives for the paint in the airbrush? Or am I completely out of left field here and those are just the actual brands of metallic paints that you use? All right, we got this one back here giving me major Halo vibes right now. Speaking of Halo, I recently got back into that and forgot how much I missed the game. That's definitely been one of the funnest times I've had back in the game for sure. Alrighty, this one is frustrating me here. Okay, it's all wrong. No. Oh, okay. I was putting it on wrong. There we go. Now we're all set. Boom. Alrighty. So moving on from that, we got K2, and that's gonna be this flat piece right here, giving some decency to the back of that arm plate. I'm curious, how long you guys been all building around for, or at least into this type of thing? We're talking about when I first really got into. I must have been not still in school, because I do remember this was a little bit more expensive of a hobby than I could ask my parents to kind of kick over for. But right after high school, I think I do remember getting my first kit. 5 years, nice. Kind of wish I did. I wish I did stay consistent with it, but it is what it is. 5 years is a really nice run. There you go. Just some pops in there. And it's gonna have the arm after that, or the hand after that. L1. There we go. Before Plamo, I was head first into books, comics specifically, and just seeing the way they're treating my boy Spidey right now is one of the reasons I'm glad I got out of reading those. I remember being so mad when they killed off Spider-Man. I won't say the first time around, but when they gave him the body swap Doctor Octopus, that was blasphemy. And now, like, compared to what they're doing to him now, I wish we can go back to that, because that actually spawned some really really good stories. I think the fact that you passively have Otto Octavius being humbled and becoming a much better person from just fucking witnessing Spidey firsthand, I mean, all the difference in that. Okay, and this is where my jittery fingers are betraying me right now. Got kind of worked out. Not the cleanest piece, but we got that right there. And it's gonna give you some nice separation right there. Kind of slides in as you move it. So that's a nice touch. All right. So we got that piece in. We need C21. Looks like they're wrapping up sealing the wrist, calling it a day there. Spending 6 months of your life on the production line building this thing, and then watching out. Well, I'm assuming if you're building a Grandpa Gundam, watching Amuro just fucking destroy that thing in seconds. Watching him kill it out the bar based on what you built. Alright, so a little emptier side goes in there. Boom. We're gonna have 18 on this one. I've been on the fence with the expansion parts for the high new. So I don't know if I want to get the Mega Beam Cannon or the Fin effects because we only got shelf space for one. Right? Nah, you're not wrong. Just the way you're all describing that just made me think about Shinji getting bullied into piloting the Ava. I need someone to make an edit of Shinji's dad yelling at him, but the that line from Tropic Thunder calling him a limp dick fuck up. All right, K12, K12, and then that'll be the back of that, and then we'll have the right hand, the right arm all done. I'm not gonna clean that one up all that much unless you guys all plan to come and inspect my build. That should be good for now. There we go. Boom. Got that in there. Ah, fuck. On a tangent here. Any one of you guys Diablo fans, or get a chance to play the any of the betas or the service lamps? I will say I was prepared. Get ruined. Nah, look at that. It's in there. You know. You know and I know. But my guests won't know. But all jokes aside, there we go. Boom and boom. Done and done. Man, don't do that. I bet they hate me enough already for my just post and leave. Oh, fucking hate these. Okay. So you're gonna see me struggle in real time because I fucking hate these. Oh my god. Okay. Forgot. This was one or the other reason. Am I gonna floor wax it? The fucking fabuloso? I remember the first time hearing about that and being in disbelief that that was an actual method. Oh my fucking god. I think I will. I haven't. There we go. I haven't tried that out before. Certainly not on this kit my first time around. This is one of my favorite kits that I used to own. I got, man, he could have either been given away, he could have been stolen, or he could have just been lost. I really don't know. But I do think he's one of the best looking clear kits, so it would make sense to try the little clear trick with him. And that's where we're at. So, Bob the Builder, you saw the little chest piece earlier. I gotta see the arm and the head all built. Let's see here. It's a little late on my end. Gotta get around to walk the dog a last time, but we'll pay the dog tax. Hey, buddy. He's feeling a little shy. His little Yorkie named Benji. Come on, Papa. Yeah. You guys have a good one. I genuinely appreciate the company. And I hope to catch you guys again.